What's today? Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday, June 18th. What's up, everybody?
Happy Tuesday.
Sorry about if you hear noise in the background. Some neighbor decided to sync up our live stream with their gardening, grass, trimming. So loud in the background.
Their lawn cleanup service. What's
Yeah,
going on? Hopefully you can hear us okay.
they're like, 3-tone digital's going live. Come on, let's get over there now. It's gonna be a really hot day today here. 104 and humid all week. And then it ends with a beautiful thunderstorm, hopefully. That's what they say on the news.
Oh, today, National Day today, well, one of many, is National Wanna Get Away Day. That is today.
That's cool.
And we just came back from our getaway.
Yeah, let's go
Let's
back.
go back. And it's National Splurge Day and National Go Fishing Day.
Oh,
I should tell my dad that
yeah.
because he's a fisherman.
Let's go splurge on Starbucks after. We have. You gotta put your mic down. I mean your audio because it might be doing a loop. Yeah, just in
Oh,
case.
sorry about that.
We have a networking after, so we're on a time limit. I'm gonna get out of here. So let's get right to this. Right. Today we're gonna talk about. Let's put that back on. Web developer versus website builder. What does that mean? Well, Raina, take it away.
So a lot of the times when we're trying to describe, I do a little dance. A lot of the times we try to explain the difference to our clients of really what a website builder is, not the tool itself, but a person or a website specialist, even a website manager. There's all different terminologies for it versus who we are, which are website developers. So we want to just go over what services we provide and the differences between the two. So when you talk about a website builder, specialist, manager, it's more depending on the questions you ask that specific person. From our experience, it's someone who has a skill to learn about a website builder and knows about WordPress and really is able to configure the two. Not so much maybe have some experience with CSS, basic level, but they rely heavily on tools like website builders to create your website. And in its own right, that is a skill and that is a service that, depending on the client, could be found valuable. But Tony's going to go into the difference between what we are, website developers.
Yeah, and I'll throw it back to you in a second. I was going to say not just WordPress, obviously. I would consider website builders would be everything else too, Wix and Squarespace and God help me, Weebly. So those things are out there and they're easy to configure. Anybody can be considered a website builder. I think if you have even a little bit of technical knowledge, they make it easy. Hopefully they make it easy for somebody to go on the site, register a domain, put a site up, publish it, and some people will say jokingly, like, look, I'm a web developer now. But we're here to say that's not true. There's a lot of things that are different about web development versus website builders. We have a list of things, and I'm going to show that. It's going to cover our names a little bit, or our positions. Now you don't know what we do, so we're mysterious.
My head's getting cut off. So really, as a web developers, we work with our clients to create custom solutions. So there might not be a website builder out there that can provide the desired functionality, but with the knowledge of code, we can create that without the use of heavy loading plugins. So that is a custom solution that we offer to our clients on a case-to-case basis. Also, flexibility. So, without the once again, without using plugins and other things, we can create it in a way that will integrate seamlessly within WordPress by has over 25 years of experience with code
So
and
old.
development, and he has just the experience to create using code. So we have that knowledge behind us to be able to create solutions and be flexible while thinking about performance, number one, and knowing that, okay, developing this way is going to be something that will benefit for search engine optimization. It will be fast and efficient versus just using a plugin that is going to add more resources to the server and cause delays and user experience. So we take this into consideration. We don't need to rely on other plugins. We choose the best solution for the client based on the goals, which most of our clients' goals are to have a fast loading site that is great on SEO and a great user experience. So those are some three key points.
Yeah, and to add to some of those, coding wise, I started as a PHP developer, and in the development community, PHP is kind of known as it's not as cool as say Python or anything else out there really. But PHP runs about 70 to 80%, maybe less now as things go headless, but it runs 80% of the web. And to just disregard it because it's not one of the top, or at least it's not a fancy programming language per se. To disregard it, I don't think is fair. So I'm known as a PHP developer. I have coded in Ruby and Python as of recently, learning Node. And on the front end, we've got CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and delving into those. So some of those points that Raina said, it's that you can build things and make it look pretty, and you can go the other way of saying, let's build it with the end result in mind and not just the view of it, but the actual functionality and the SEO and all those things. So instead of using plugins, a lot of the times, if I can, without reinventing the wheel at any point, if I can do it in code, especially with ease of ChatGPT and just ask it, how do you do this? You know, if we can do it in code, we do go that route because the security of just installing other people's plugins, like who wants that? And two, these things die over the course of time. So a year from now, a plugin could just be left behind, managed by somebody else, and boom, your site's slow, hacked, doesn't work, things are broken, showing a short code, whatever it might be. So the fact that we know these development, I think, hopefully, what we're trying to convey is that it separates us from any John Doe that's out there that can just build a site and Wix. And that's great that you do it, and that might be the solution. And we can do that if that's really the end goal. But we like to take the pride in coming up with a unique, fast, normalized, secure solution. So just to say like scalability, that's a problem that I see a lot because they'll build a site and then a client will come to the back to the developer or website builder and say, can we do this? And they'll be like, no, like this is as far as it goes. They come to someone like us and they say, oh, can I do this? And sometimes we take apart things, you know, depending on how it's built. So in order to move forward, you have to take things apart. Whereas if you do custom development, you can just build upon it without having to take things apart. So that's where scalability comes from. You're able to start here and end somewhere else. Security, of course, because just like I mentioned, you have plugins, whatever system you're in, not even just WordPress, but Wix and Squarespace and anything like the Framer and Webflow. You add these things, and at the end, who knows what's managed by who and what could be hacked or anything like that, malware. In integration, I think a big part is that I see a lot is saying we need our contact form to write to such as Salesforce, HubSpot, or just some kind of interactivity or functionality with the CRM or a POS system. A lot of these plugins don't do it, and then you start using external things like what is it called, Zapier, which is cool, but it just adds all these crazy things on top, and at the end you have this Frankenstein monster of a website. And obviously this doesn't happen every time, but these are the worst case scenarios that all of these bullet points right here can add up to a really horrible user experience in terms of website builder versus web developer. Let me take these off. Text is bothering me. It's so like 1990s. And you can write us at AOL.com. AOL.com, you've got mail. So I mean, with those going over, just between you and Marina, sometimes we get sites that are done by website builders, and it's really a shame, and then it could have been better. The time could have been taken to make things more future friendly and more like that word said, scalability or scalable. But if you don't know what you don't know, you just can't get yourself to that point as a developer or a website builder. So this isn't a roast website builders at all, because again, we use these tools and and you can build great sites with Elementor. But the more you add on in terms of effects and things like Elementor Pro, Extreme, Ultra, the more cool things it can do. But on the other end of it, the more strain you have on the website and the server and the user experience across browsers too. Sometimes I'll stop in a second. And Elementor Pro, all those Elementary, whatever, like text explodes. Half of them don't work on iPad. Not only do they not work on iPad, but they break the site on iPads. I keep seeing it over and over. Client will write, mostly Redshift. It's a marketing agency that we do consulting for. And they install these larger Elementor Croco block things, they're called. And it breaks the site after a while on mostly iPad. That's what I noticed. And more, I've been seeing clients that use iPads, which is always so crazy. Like they'll send screenshots on iPads. I don't use the iPad that way to browse the web, but obviously people do, and it's something to always remember to make your site look okay on an iPad. So it's just something I noticed. Element or Croco block. That's the weird one. Text exploding. Like, do you really need this? I gotta take a sip of water. My mouth's trying to rant.
You went on your sprint.
It was 104 degrees today. Like I said, we have a marketing networking group. Marketing. Is it? I guess it is kind of marketing, right?
Networking.
We are marketing ourselves by going to these networking meetings. Got to get an iced coffee before.
I would just to add on to the conclusion of the website builder versus website developer. I think when you are trying to figure out or even interviewing a team or a person to work with, asking them questions like referring to, oh, are you familiar with code? How do you build typically? What's your experience? Do you know certain coding languages? If that's something that's important to you to create custom solutions, it should definitely be asked upon your research process.
Yeah, find out their past. Go on their portfolio sites or their LinkedIn if you're hiring a freelancer, or even their about stuff. I do think that there is obviously a difference between a web developer and a website builder, and we keep seeing it firsthand. And it's really about the limit that you can take this person to, or this company that does it, because you can say you want A, B, and C, and they can give you A because B and C don't exist in that world, So.
Yeah, and a lot of the terminology of people saying they're a web developer, but not really being one, in the sense of knowing code, because you can't be a web developer. In my just subjective for me, I don't see a web developer, a person who just knows a software and is able to configure. It's the knowledge of knowing code.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
it's more of like a specialist.
Yes, but in the specialist, manager,
Yeah,
even an admin that knows how to go in there and update the platforms and things like that, just kind of an expert in a particular tool. So those are usually administrative knowledge of that particular platform.
yeah. There's a difference, and I'm gonna name names of the website builders I've come across and tag them.
No.
Just kidding.
Don't do
It's
that.
funny though because they're
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being those type of names, but there is a difference, and to understand the two and which one would be best for your business is important, I think.
yeah, and I think of course no, it sounds rude almost to say it, but like the experience that I've had with some of website builders, it's good. I mean, they do what they do, but yeah, there's like this level where it's like you hit the roof, or the ceiling, and you
Yeah, and
trust it.
there's can only be so many plugins added on to the site without being jeopardized with performance problems, SEO problems, and
Yeah,
so forth. Because I
even
worked with great Divi
website.
developers. I mean, Divi, I don't know what to call them. Divi website builders
Yeah, I haven't.
who are able to really configure well. They do know CSS, but don't do anything outside of that. So,
Yeah, and just as like a simple example, I feel like recently someone did this where they had a developer and then on the blogs they wanted it to show related posts at the bottom of it. It's so simple, but they installed a plugin and it's been there for a while. It completely destroyed the page speed score of the site. And really, all they need to do is write one custom query, a short code, or whatever it might be, the solution of it, to bypass the usage of a plugin that just degraded over time. And it was easy to do. It's always easy to do when you know that you can talk to the system. But if you don't know you can talk to the system, you're relying on third-party plugins. And should leave in the door open?
yeah, I think so.
I'll go close the door.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I feel like she missed the bus. My daughter's waiting out there for the bus. I did see a bus go by, but apparently they have a half day at Shen where, because of the heat advisory, so the kids have a half day. I don't see anybody out there, so
Yeah, I don't know. They don't have air. You said that they don't have air conditioner in the school.
yeah.
Oh wait, I'm gonna step off the screen again. Every time I step off, we get more viewers. See,
Can you stop?
that's 5. Maybe just get down.
They know you're leaving. It's just me. This is my show.
Hello. Every time there's like 10 more viewers.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll find out. Let's just lock her out.
I feel like she missed the bus. That's my gut feeling on that.
Did she miss the bus?
Let's put a poll.
Tune in. Yeah, we should. Oh, does this do polls? I don't think it does. Tune in next time to learn more about the bus conundrum and the heat wave of upstate New York. 104 degrees. Will we make it through? Only time will tell. So, final words? I don't have them.
Stay cool.
Stay cool out there, peeps.
Stay cool.
Yeah.
Keep your website cool. You physically stay cool because it's going to be hot. We're looking forward to this summer blast, but we're going to stay cool too. We have a little outdoor area, but it's in the shade and we have a fan in there. So hopefully we're going to do some outdoor working.
Yeah, it's the best work.
As long as it's not too hot, right? I'm not going to go out there and be
Then
directly in the sun.
It becomes hard to like see the laptop and stuff too. The glare.
Yeah, and there's this, we saw it as seen on TV because sometimes we get products like that. Yes, you missed the bus. You missed the bus.
School's over.
We're on the. So.
School's out for summer.
Oh, yes. We gotta go take Faith to school now because she missed the bus.
She said that they're gonna go to gym today.
Oh no.
And she said that something else really dumb. I was like, really? They're doing that? Where'd you go?
Oh, I don't know.
Rana left. She quit the company. Thanks for your time here at this company. We enjoyed your.
I'm back now.
There we go.
Okay, sorry.
Just left. She was like, I gotta take her to school. Now you're blurry. Let's put you on this side.
Look, I left and everyone left.
See? Let's go back. Next time we gotta do the vertical video though, just to test that out.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna play us out. I think we said everything we need to say. Keep your website cool.
You stay cool.
You stay cool. If you aren't cool, then become cool. And if you are cool, stay cool. That's it. Let me play some music.
All right, see you tomorrow. That was weird. Did I